Here I was again at the crime scene. Inside the gallery, I could see lots of activity. 𝘱𝘴 preparing for the reconstruction, no doubt.
Why does it need a reconstruction? Hey, riddle me that, Batman. We don't have a choice but to go
Nico
into
and
the
I
gallery.
had a good idea who the killer was. Now all we had to do was persuade 𝘱𝘴.
Not going to work though, is it? He's stuck in his ways. He thinks he knows best.
Sir, I already tried starting it up. I think it's broken.
Broke.
Nonsense, Moo. This machine has the power of 10 investigators.
But investigators never fail to start up, sir.
Your pessimism is duly noted, Moo. But have faith. This machine will analyze the scene, compute the data, and deduce everything for us. The location of the second shooter will be a mystery no more.
Huh? A second shooter.
One moment.
A marvel indeed, sir. Though at the moment it is kaput.
Your pessimism has obviously infected the circuitry, Moo. Let me think for a moment.
If I could just...
Shh! Eh bien, Moo, now try realigning the laser matrix.
Sir, I have no idea what that is.
Move over, Moo. Now, let me see. Oscillating reverberator? Check. Refraction spectrometer? Check. Now, what can I do? Ah, Monsieur 𝘨𝘏, it's only you. Glad you could finally make it.
Inspector, I've got some good news and some bad news.
Oh, yes? I shall be the judge of that.
I think I know who the killer is.
Really?
Yep, he's a gardener called Shears living in London.
Fascinating. And the good news?
We don't need to do your reconstruction.
You joke with me, Monsieur 𝘨𝘏.
It's not a joke. This guy Shears was working for a Russian ex-mobster. It's all part of a highly complex fraud.
Gardeners, KGB, fraud. You are a fantasist, monsieur. And I have no time for fantasy. Reality is my suitcase, as you Americans say. Now, stand over there and keep out of trouble until the others arrive.
Well, who are we waiting for?
Mademoiselle Collard and Father Simeon, please. I am very busy. Ah, Moo, a clever choice. But no cigar for you. Try the red.
Mon Dieu!
Yeah, so unfortunately for you guys, well, so it's more unfortunately for me that I have to listen to such boring conversations. I mean, you could just skip, but this whole part in this gallery is just a massive waste of time. Like this whole and this whole point of this gallery is this machine that obviously doesn't work. It's just so, it feels so pointless. Nothing good comes out of it. And it's just, we just study it listening to this fucking idiot.
Hey.
𝘨𝘏.
Providence.
I gather you're
Providence?
the man to ask about the provenance for the painting.
Provenance.
For la maledictio? Well, you have been busy, haven't you, 𝘨𝘏?
I'd like to see it.
So speak to 𝘱𝘩𝘏. She took care of the business side of the gallery.
What?
The provenance is in the office safe. She has the key.
Oh, she lied to
Wade
me.
was a pushover when you had him cornered. Though it looked like 𝘱𝘩𝘏 hadn't been completely honest with me after all.
Yeah, she said she
I
had
need
nothing to do with the
pay her another
gallery.
visit.
What a bastard.
Okay, thanks.
Yes, yes.
Sir, I think we are ready to fire her up.
You can ask him about 𝘱𝘴 and 𝘬, but again,
Yes,
it's
Moo,
pointless.
I was just about to say
I'm
this.
gonna keep saying that word. This dialogue is so boring, nobody cares. It's so stupid. Why did you think that this was a
What have you done?
Pardon me, sir,
interesting
but
part
I
of the
believe
game?
It was you who said,
This is no time for blame. You have broken the machine.
Mon Dieu.
Oh, mon Dieu, indeed. I'm so tempted just to keep clicking to skip the dialogue. It's not a very interesting, but just
If I
skip
pull the plug
dialogue.
out, I
Yeah.
decided.
Wait for the right moment. Yeah. I think I need to speak to Inspector 𝘨𝘴𝘮𝘦𝘴.
Inspector 𝘨𝘴𝘮𝘮, may I ask you some questions?
How is this guy a copper?
You must wait, monsieur. I am extremely busy.
Sure, it can wait.
Look at the machine.
It was pointless trying to get a closer look at the machine while 𝘨𝘴𝘮 and 𝘨 were tinkering with it. Excuse me.
Please, monsieur, I'm a little busy.
I want to speak to Inspector 𝘨. Now can I unplug it? You need to unplug it so you can fix it. That's what we're looking for.
If I pulled the plug out, I'd just get 𝘨𝘴𝘮. I decided.
Maybe I have to try and leave. I can't remember how to trigger it. Let's go to the door. Look, I'm going for a slash. This pissoir is just around the corner. I need to empty my
Monsieur
pissoir.
𝘨𝘮𝘮, you will not leave until this is over. Understood?
Oh,
But I just need to.
needs piss.
This is a reconstruction. You will remain here until I have concluded my investigations. Do I make myself clear?
Okay, clear.
Run, George.
I considered making a run for it, but forcing 𝘨 to chase me would have been
That would have
cruel,
been cruel.
and it would have been silly to risk my investigation. Better to play along with 𝘨𝘴𝘮 and get the reconstruction over as quickly as possible.
Okay, so I needed to trigger that. Now can I speak to 𝘨𝘴𝘮?
Inspector 𝘨𝘴𝘮,
What's the machine, mate?
what seems to be the problem?
Bit stupid.
Monsieur 𝘨𝘮𝘮, if Paris' finest cannot get this very expensive and very complex machine to work, then I doubt if an insurance salesman can.
I'm an insurance assessor, actually.
Oh, I see. Well, la-di-da to you, monsieur.
Oh, yeah? Well, la-di-da to you back.
Whatever. You are neither qualified nor clever enough to operate such an instrument.
Like us.
What was that, 𝘨?
Who understands?
I said, unlike us, sir.
Oh. Okay. Now I
I
can.
was sure I could get the machine
Yeah.
to work if I could just get 𝘨𝘴𝘮 out of the way.
Which means. Come on. Let me unplug it so we can be a bastard. Get out, George. Hey. Who's that bust of, I wonder?
The bust stared haughtily at me.
Did.
I wondered who it was modeled on.
Yeah. Got a very sexy face.
Inspector 𝘨𝘴𝘮,
You checked if it's plugged in, mate?
I know this sounds obvious, but are you sure it's plugged in?
Monsieur 𝘨𝘮𝘮, do you really think I would be so stupid as to not check the fundamentals?
We all make mistakes.
What a ridiculous generalization, monsieur. Look, I can see from here it's... Ah,
Do you need assistance, sir?
very funny, 𝘨. One moment.
That got rid of him. Now is my chance. I was going to have to figure that out quickly.
So you have to make all lights green. I have absolutely no idea what the solution is, so I'm just going to wing it. So that does those two. That does... And boop. Easy.
Time to get the show on the road.
That was hard. And 2 competent coppers couldn't
See?
fix
Moo?
that machine.
I knew I would get it working.
I'm not sure that you...
Precisely. You knew my superior intellect would win through in the end.
Yes, sir.
Oh, poor Sergeant
Sir.
Moo.
I beg your pardon, but I think there is a teeny snag.
Go on.
We have no victim.
Good God, Moo. Are you suggesting I kill someone for the sake of this reenactment?
Would help.
Just saying we need a body, sir.
Ah, yes. I see. You'll make a detective yet, Moo. I, of course, foresaw this, and I nominate you.
Me? Well, I'm not dead.
Have you ever acted, Monsieur Stobart?
Well, I don't like to blow my own trumpet, but I went down a storm playing the lead in Cat on a Felt-Tip Roof last summer.
You played the cat?
What?
No.
So, not the lead. Half-truths again, monsieur. Nevertheless,
It's funny how
here is your chance to play a real lead role.
every time this guy opens his mouth,
He
he
looks nothing
proves
like
he's
the
a
victim, sir.
moron.
Oh, damn it, Moo. Must you find problems all the time? Let me think of a way to make this work.
Relying on 𝘨𝘴's problem-solving skills could mean a long, long wait. I had to find something to make me more like Henri. I'll have a look around. Maybe I'll find something.
Yes,
This
you
is going
do
to
that.
be
Verisimilitude is the key, Stobart.
Trigger Nico and Father Simeon. There they are. Scene is so boring. What is the point of this scene? Somebody please.
Ah, you have arrived at last.
Is this just like... It's just proving that 𝘨𝘴 is a fucking idiot. It's not funny.
Please, make yourselves
It's just-
comfortable. We are just making some last-minute adjustments.
Father Simeon, Nico.
Hi, Josh.
Welcome to the asylum.
Let me guess. 𝘨𝘴 is overjoyed we've solved the case and he's putting us up for an award.
Not quite. I told him about 𝘱𝘶𝘣𝘮𝘪𝘳. He says it's fantasy.
But that's crazy.
Tell me about it.
So what do we do now?
Carry on anyway, and nail Medovsky.
What about 𝘨𝘴?
Ignore him.
And this charade?
The reconstruction? Well, sooner it starts, sooner it's over.
Josh, what on earth is that machine?
It's 𝘨𝘴's baby. Supposedly, it's going to analyze the crime scene and tell us what happened.
But we already know what happened.
Sure we do, but 𝘨𝘴 doesn't.
Quiet, please! How can I concentrate with all this racket going on?
𝘨𝘴 was in a crime world of his very own.
Like, if you had a machine that did your job, what is the point of Inspector 𝘨𝘴 if this machine does it for him, if it does his job for him? I just don't understand.
The best place to find Henri's things was in his office.
It could be solving crimes and doing something else, but instead of being stuck in this boring-ass gallery, surrounded by fucking idiots and pointless dialogue that nobody gives a shit about. How can they possibly think that this is interesting? Like, oh my god. I've played a lot of shit games in my life. I mean, at least with Broken Sword 4, you kind of went into interesting places, you know? But in this game, we've been to Paris. No, we're in Paris. We've been to this gallery. We've been to the cafe. We went back to the gallery to trick poor Sergeant Moo into pissing his pants almost, and then laughing because they think that's hilarious, which it's not. And then we went to London. Then we went to Hobbs's place, which is, again, it's just so lame. The only thing that's good about this game at the moment is how cool the backgrounds look. Everything else is just boring. Surely nobody finds this interesting.
On the head of the statue was a pair of Henri's glasses.
Like standing here listening to
Just maybe.
Inspector
Glasses
Dumbass.
look like Henri.
Why the fuck hell does George need to look like Henri to reenact the crime scene? I don't understand why I need to put glasses on. I don't understand. There's literally nothing. We came in here for a pair of glasses. This... Now I want to remember why I didn't really like this game. Like, if you say, like, in Broken Sword 1 and 2 and 3, we went to different places, archaeological digs, historical monuments, you know, places where you wouldn't really find people, like tombs, like, you know, like Lara Croft does. In this game, we've been in fucking Paris and boring-ass London. I don't even think we go anywhere good. We kind of went to Catalonia. Is it Catalonia we went to? At the start of the game? I mean, we didn't go there personally. But you know what I mean? It's... Where's the tomb raiding? Where's the creepy fucking cult hangouts? I'm bitching again, aren't I? I do apologize. It's just I've voiced my opinion.
These glasses.
I'm a very voicey person.
Stole or found?
Oh, fuck off. Borrowed, mate. Fuck's sake.
Come on, everyone, into position. I want everyone to stand precisely where they were when the victim died.
And who's going to take the place of George if I'm lying on the floor pretending I'm dead? Is this just a way to get George to look like an idiot? Oh, I'm dead on the floor. Oh, boo, boo. I guess 𝘨𝘴𝘮𝘦𝘴𝘩𝘦 takes George's position.
This process is ridiculous.
It fucking is ridiculous.
God moves in mysterious ways, Father.
Indeed. And the devil makes work for idle hands, Mr. Stobart.
Love how the animation's like 2 frames a
Stobart,
second.
You're supposed to be dead.
I tried to tell 𝘨𝘴𝘮 the truth about his bloodstain.
It's pizza
Didn't he believe you?
sauce.
You're a man of God.
His faith is in science, Mr. Stobart, not God.
So, like, the game has certain good things about it. Like, the voice acting is quite good. It's not the best, but it's not shit. You know, I love the backgrounds. It's what I've always loved about Broken Sword 1 and 2 is how well detailed the background art is. This game's the animations are just terrible. The whole 3D weird pseudo 3D thing is just they look like they're made out of plasticine. They don't fit. I mean, look at that picture we had of fucking Marquise's family, where he looked like someone photoshopped them in sitting in front of a fireplace. It's just so. Oh god, it's gonna be one of those days, isn't it? Just shut up and do your job.
Father?
Yes, my son.
This game really makes me want to not play it. It's so difficult to stand and play a game that I really don't like. Oh, now we've got to listen to this fucking priest preach to us about crap that nobody gives a shit about. Oh, good lord. Gnostics.
You keep talking about the Gnostics. Who are they?
They are a cult,
Like,
a warped
every religion's a cult, mate.
Christianity that reveres Lucifer as equal to, or perhaps greater than, God.
I can see how that might trouble the Vatican.
The Vatican is the least of your worries. Please be quiet.
Let's just ask him about 𝘨𝘮𝘮𝘴𝘮𝘦 and be done with it, I
Last
guess.
time we met, you said the stolen painting was evil.
Let me explain. I'm a Dominican, Mr. Stobart. The Dominican
Heresy.
order was founded to seek out and destroy heresy.
Oh, what convenient. Let me get you pick what heresy is.
Heresy is evil.
Okay.
Okay.
For 1,000 years we have fought against heresy. Indeed, our enemies gave us a nickname, the Hounds of God. Dominicanis, Dominican, you see?
Very clever.
Now this painting, the 𝘨𝑚𝑛edictio, is without doubt heretical.
Whoa, hold on. How can a painting be heretical?
Because it is filled with Gnostic imagery. And Gnostics are heretics.
What kind of imagery?
Evil imagery. The Ouroboros, the snake eating its tail. Images of false saints, heretical saints.
So you think the painting itself is evil?
It trails murder in its wake, Mr. Stobart.
And murder is police work, monsieur. Silence, please, both of you.
Quite convenient, isn't it, that you can go around saying that's heresy? It's really difficult to not pick apart certain religious aspects in people, especially like they preach and they talk about heresy and all that crap, you know, and then you think back to like Christianity like 1,000 years ago, where they were like, I mean, it wasn't even 1,000 years ago, was it? Like burning people at stakes because they're witches. Look at the witch hunt trials and shit, you know, a couple of 100 years ago. You know, it's so stupid. The fact that people fucking believe that stuff is beyond me. So weird. Can't help but get annoyed. I respect religious views, I do, but that's not gonna stop me from bitching about your stupid fucking nonsense that you choose to follow. That's a hill I'm willing to die on, you know. We kind of have to ask him about the Ouroboros and the saints, but
The Ouroboros.
enjoy, I
What
guess.
exactly is it?
It is a Gnostic symbol. It marks something that is hidden. There are trees illustrated within the Ouroboros. They symbolize knowledge. So the Ouroboros alludes to hidden knowledge. The painting must be destroyed to stop this knowledge being revealed.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. That is the first set of results completed. Only 36 more to do. Please remain in position while we reset the machine. You may relax and talk amongst yourselves.
30. Oh my god. I think Joe's will fall asleep, lying down on his ass all day. All for a pizza stain. How does the guy not know it's tomato sauce? I mean, come on now. Guy's supposed to be a fucking detective. Saints?
Who are these false saints?
Gnostic saints, not beatified by the church. They question orthodoxy, lure the unwary down dark paths of forbidden knowledge, and condemn innocent souls to the fires of damnation.
You mean like a Black Sabbath album?
Amazing. It's like... It's not wrong. Brilliant. There's just so much wrong with this, with these. I want to keep bitching, so I'm just gonna end it. Oh, look at this picture, mate.
Vade retro satana.
What's the matter?
Right.
Worse than I thought.
What is it? It's just a sketch.
Not just a sketch. The painting.
I
Priest.
wondered if it was something I'd said.
I have to get out of here. Now.
Father Simeon, I forbid you to leave. This is
Why
an
does it not
official
want-
investigation.
Don't you
The
understand?
truth out there.
A great evil is upon us.
It's almost like finding the truth in the painting is gonna make the whole religion that he
The
follows
heretical
pointless.
Gnostics in league with the devil
Are
himself.
they heretical because
Don't you understand?
then? Oh, the tablet of
Tabula
truth.
Veritatis, the tablet of truth. It is real.
How is that heretical though? If it's a tablet of truth, surely it's
Someone is upset. Pressing your witnesses a little too hard, Inspector Nave?
What's this guy?
And you are? This is official police business?
Richard Langham, Interpol, serious art theft. We spoke on the phone, Inspector?
Ah, yes, sir. You didn't say you would be attending my crime scene.
What exactly is this machine, Inspector?
A little invention of mine, Monsieur Langham. It will compute whose blood this is on the floor, and...
Not to worry, Inspector. Perhaps you could move aside? I'm intrigued to see what you're up to.
Ah, of course. It is rather groundbreaking.
pizza box.
Did he lick that? Wow. It's commitment right there.
It looks like your suspect was a Hawaiian, Inspector.
A Hawaiian? Mon Dieu. Moo! Get on to the Hawaiian embassy straight away. There is a surf killer on the loose. Alert the airports and the surf shops.
Sorry, Inspector.
That's supposed to be
I
funny.
mean, Hawaiian pizza. Your blood stain is a pizza sauce.
Pizza? Moo! You fool! Forget the surf shops. Get on to the Italian embassy. This has mafia written all over it.
Nah, Inspector, if you don't mind, I'd like to speak to your witnesses. And in the meantime, perhaps you should try and get your priest back. Madame Collard, Mr. Stobart, I assume. Can I buy you chaps a coffee?
Langham sounded a little more on the ball.
This
Maybe
guy's...
bring a dose of common sense to the case.
Or comedy.
So, Inspector 𝘨𝘴𝘮𝘴 brought me up to speed and told me about you guys.
I can guess what he said. But what's your interest in the robbery?
I've been tracking a gang of art thieves for some time, and this looked like a good lead. But 𝘨𝘴𝘮 is worse than useless. I was hoping you might be able to help.
We're flattered.
I love how everyone pauses
Just
conversation
what I
just to have a drink.
We all are, or at least trying to.
Wait for it.
So, maybe we can help each other. I gather you insured the exhibition.
That's right, and we're liable to lose a packet.
Have a drink.
Any leads so far?
Maybe. There's a Russian guy called 𝘨𝘮𝘮𝘮 who turns out to be the owner of the painting.
𝘨𝘮𝘮𝘮?
You know him?
Oligarch, oil, art, aluminium. Ex-KGB. Very nasty. You need to be careful. 𝘨𝘮𝘮𝘮's dangerous. He kills anyone who gets in his way.
So do I.
For a cop, Langham seemed okay.
I don't even know if it's a cop. He's
Trouble
not even
with
showed you his
cops,
credentials.
There's usually a payback down the line. But I figured that'd be a price worth paying to bring down 𝘨𝘮𝘮𝘮. We found evidence that links 𝘨𝘮𝘮𝘮 to the company that installed the security at the gallery.
Interesting.
And one of his men, a guy called 𝘱𝘶, was in Paris on the day of the robbery.
Really?
We also found a letter from someone called 𝘱𝘏𝘮 wanting to buy the painting from 𝘨𝘮𝘮𝘮.
Gainan? The name rings a bell? Did you find anything else about him?
No, we were in a hurry.
What about the priest?
Ah, the good Father Simeon. Well, something spooked him, that's for sure.
So I gather.
He kept saying La Maledizione was evil.
Perhaps he's right. It certainly caused evil, hasn't it? I'll take leads from anyone, Mr. Stobart, even a crazy priest. Let's keep in touch. Thank you for your help. Coffee's on me, or rather, on Interpol.
Thanks, guy I don't trust, who is obviously going to
Mr. Stobart.
turn out to be an evil man. Didn't even ask for his badge. You just told him everything, you don't even know who he is. Let's give everyone a round of applause. Congratulations,
He
dumbasses.
seems to be on top of things.
I agree.
You know, Nico, this could start getting dangerous.
You think Langham's right about 𝘨𝘮𝘮𝘮𝘮?
I think Langham's working for 𝘨𝘮𝘮𝘮𝘮.
Well, he appears to be on the ball.
I thought he was cute.
He was English, Nico. They're all cute to you.
Hidden depths, too.
Oh, yeah? Well, what about my hidden depths?
You showed me those long ago, Georges. Well, I'm off home to write up the story so far.
What is this conversation?
I need to pay Bijou another visit. She's not been...
What the fuck's
completely
going on?
with me.
Like that whole fucking gallery was to introduce Langham and have these two stupid morons tell him everything that they know. I don't believe they told him about 𝘱𝘏𝘮𝘮𝘮 and 𝘨𝘮𝘮𝘮𝘮𝘮. This guy is obviously working for Mordovsky. I wouldn't be surprised. After everything that Nico and George has gone through, after every time they've been stabbed in the back, they don't fucking learn. Look. Disappointed is the word. It's just... It's too obvious. Like, you don't even need to be a detective or a cop to know that that language guy, some dude randomly comes out of nowhere. Oh, I am art something inspector. You know, just don't. Here's my fake badge that I didn't show anyone. I mean, really? Fuck's sake. I'm sure he's not going to stab us in the back eventually.